Good evening, everyone. Myself, Dr. Jyotsna Jain, Assistant Professor in Bhopal Memorial Hospital and Research Center and IToP Scholar of 2023 batch, welcome you all, the respected dignitaries, office bearers of IPS Society, peer faculties, and scholars to the induction program of the online part of IToP STEPS 2023-24 session. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Kishore, who is Professor and Head of the Department of Psychiatry of JSS Medical College, Mysore, to give his introductory remarks.
Good evening, everyone. Respected dignitaries, it's a privilege to tell the background of this unique program. As we are aware, in India, which has the largest number of medical colleges in the world, we have now more than 700 medical colleges which cater to more than 1 lakh MBBS students every year. And we have more than 250 medical colleges which give specialization in psychiatry. We expect that the number of psychiatry fraternity in India is more than 6,000 at any point of time. And we know that the teaching psychiatry has a huge impact on the psychiatry services provided to the 1.5 billion population in India. And it is the psychiatry teachers who contribute immensely for the teaching learning, and thereby it inculcates into the UG and postgraduate learning and patient care. Now, there are very few programs to our knowledge where the skills of the psychiatry teachers are enhanced continuously. And we know that the National Medical Commission and earlier the Medical Council of India started this program of basics in medical education technology, which is now mandatory, and it is now called revised basic medical education technology, where they are taught about how to teach, how to inculcate teaching learning in the medical institution. But there were no programs exclusively for psychiatry, and we know that psychiatry is seen differently in the institutions. So around 4 years back, a unique scholarship program began, wherein some of the best faculties across India got together, and the Minds United for Health Sciences and Humanity Trust and Infosys Foundation joined hands to provide funds exclusively for training psychiatry teachers. And every year, four psychiatry teachers across India are selected. After they file the application, the panel discusses and comes out with the best four candidates who should receive. And each faculty who is receiving the scholarship gets 10,000 rupees as a incentive for undergoing training in teaching skills. In the COVID time, it was predominantly sessions were online. Now, since last two batches, both offline and online sessions are being taken place. And the peer faculty from Mohan Isaac to Dr. Hinal Shah, Dr. Vikas Menon, Dr. Vinay, and other people across India, they come and train these people to undergo 20 hours of intensive teaching learning thing. And now it is published in the Indian Journal of Psychiatry also as one of the unique models in psychiatry education in this part of the world. So now we have the fourth consecutive batch who is going to take up this scholarship, and the half of the program which is conducted offline started in Calcutta. The other half will be happening online, and at the end of the thing, they will get the scholarship. And now, from the north to south, east to west, across the zone, people have taken this scholarship and they have built. Further, these faculty go back to those institutions, states, and zones and provide stimulus for learning and building the competencies there among their colleagues. This is the chain of events which has been happening. So, in this background, this program has been started. We are immensely thankful to Dr. B.N. Gangadhar, who provided all support for this program, to Dr. Vinay Kumar, who is the president of IPS, to Secretary Dr. Arabinda Brahma, to editor Professor O.P. Singh, to the other seniors here, Dr. Mishra, T.S.S. Rao, and others who have joined hands. So we believe together we can add new value to psychiatry teaching and thus contribute immensely for the patient care. So this is the brief background. With this, I hand it over to Jyotsna for your continued program. Thank you, Jyotsna.
Thank you, sir, for the introductory remarks. Now, I would like to invite the chief guest of today's session, Dr. B.N. Gangadhar, who requires no introduction. Sir is officiating chairman of National Medical Commission. He is ex-director of NIMHANS. He has more than 30 years of teaching experience, a Padma Shri awardee, a teacher and a role model to many like us. Sir, you are welcome to give your message to all of us, sir.
Am I audible? Fine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Kishore, and the team here. Let me congratulate Vinay ji for successful leading of IPS in the last 1 year. I know he has another almost 4 weeks to lead us. Congratulations, Vinay ji, for having done a very good job in this. I must also place on record my appreciation that he had personally come and visited NMC, visited me, a few discussions that we had about how to further psychiatry education in our country. There were some useful tips he gave and useful ideas came up. I'm sure he would have shared many of these things with other colleagues who perhaps would be similarly interested. Leave that issue apart. This fourth consecutive batch of the newly selected faculty, let me congratulate them for having been successful in your applications for this brief training, which you will be undergoing to become better teachers. I'm sure you're already teachers, and I'm sure this training would give you an advantage and some more skills to be better teachers. You would teaching the students, but at the same time, although I know this is the inaugural brief point I need to make, in addition to training the undergraduate students and training the postgraduate students, I'm requesting you to also take the leadership of mental health education or psychiatry education in the entire college where you are working. There are as many as I would appreciate. I would think that about 20 to 30 times more PGs will be available from other disciplines than what is there in psychiatry. You'll be teaching 3 or 4 or maybe 6 psychiatry trainees. They could well be 60 or 70 trainees in other disciplines as well. Some method of imparting psychiatry education in them, because they are going to be a larger spokespersons for mental health in clinical practice from the days to come. You will appreciate psychiatrists teach some elements of endocrinology, measure T3 levels, T4 levels, measure a couple of these things, make sure the diabetes is excluded, make sure that this person's lung function are all right before the ECT. So like that, many medical things which we pay attention, we'll ask our residents to pay attention. Likewise, can all specialties also pay some attention to mental health concerns in their patients, if not de novo mental health illnesses. So if we can ignite this passion into all the PGs, I think you will be a more successful and a comprehensive PG teacher in your college, and also, of course, a teacher in the first place. So whichever may be the specialty in which they are seeing patients, undergraduate students, they should see psychiatry as part of it, because half of the business is mental health. So I'm sure this is something that if you can ignite this idea into the minds of undergraduate students, and more so all the postgraduate trainees who will subsequently go into their practice or teaching in elsewhere, I'm sure this program would be a success. I wish you all the very best. I wish the entire team the very best in succeeding in this program on a fourth consecutive year. I'm sure we will see results of this training in the days to come. And maybe after maybe 5 or 10 batches, we should also evaluate and do an impact assessment of this training, how these teachers are performing vis-a-vis other teachers whom we have not trained. Some form of an exploratory or a qualitative research could well happen over the course of time. I wish you all the best, and thanks for inviting me to join on this inaugural program. Thank you very much. Specific thanks to the team organizing by the headship of Kishore and also the IPS team, where I see very familiar faces, very successful faces, Vinay, OP, Hinalisha, and so on and so forth. And of course, and not to forget TSSR, who has been a dear friend for the last several couple of decades as well. Thank you and wish you all the best. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining us on such a short notice and enlightening us with your message. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Vinay Kumar, President of Indian Psychiatric Society, for sharing his thoughts with the House. Welcome you, sir. We can't hear you. Can you unmute?
You're muted, sir. Please unmute yourself, sir. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Kishore, Dr. H.R. Vinay, for giving me opportunity to be on this fourth consecutive IToP award and induction program. It's a great evening. An evening has been made even of greater importance by the presence of Professor Gangadhar, who is inspiring personality for all of us in all dimensions, not only education, but also other things in life. Once you meet him, you feel recharged, you feel inspired. Sir, thank you very much for being with us. Whenever we request you for anything, you are always there with your whole heart. So that's a great thing for IPS and all of us in life as well. My tenure in IPS will be finished over, but our relationship and like a guardian, you will be always with us and always inspiring for us. Coming to today's program, most important thing is to know for all of us who are involved in education and teaching, that teaching is a dynamic process. It's not that you passed MD, you started teaching, and whatever you have learned, you will be all knowledge will be transferring to the next generation. It's not that. It's a dynamic process. Dynamic process in many ways. You have to grow. You have to keep growing, and you have helped your students to keep growing. It's a dynamic process. It's a continuous learning process. And this program of IToP and our faculty training task force, now it's section. So this all this combination is all about instilling kind of dynamism in teaching process, in teachers, and continuing the process in a better way. I remember one of my dearest teachers of medical college. He used to teach us medicine. He was professor of medicine and department, Professor Singh. I was interviewing after retirement for college magazine in his home. And I asked, sir, so you're not coming to college now. So what is the thing which you miss most about the last 35 years or 40 years you were in the teaching? So now what do you miss? He said, I miss my students and their inquisitiveness and their questions. I became teacher. It's okay. but I remain teacher and I enjoy teaching only because of their questions. They kept asking questions and that inspired me. They inspired me to read and they inspired me to teach in a better way in next class. So teaching is a dynamic process. And the purpose of this whole program is to keep you dynamic, to keep the system dynamic and keep the kind of inquisitiveness which students have should be instilled in you. So that is the message. With these few words, I congratulate those who have been chosen. I think names will be declared soon. So I congratulate in advance and wish the program a great success. Great teaching should continue. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vinay sir, for those inspiring words. Now I would like to invite Dr. Arabinda Brahma, Honorable General Secretary of Indian Psychiatric Society, to share his message with the House.
Thank you very much for the invitation. IPS Psychiatric Teachers Forum, IPS UG and PG Subcommittee, led by, here I can see my dear friend, Dr. Kishore, Dr. Hinal, and others are also present here. Varun, I can see everyone. And this team is led by none other than Dr. Gangadhar sir. His guidance is always very, very important to us. And as Gangadhar sir has mentioned, the way we have started teaching the teachers. So maybe in coming down the line, we can assess what is the how the benefit has transmitted to them. So without wasting much time, once again, I wish all the best for this subcommittee. For last 4 years, they are doing fantastic work, and I hope in the future also this will be continued, and we will always get the guidance from Dr. Gangadhar sir as a mentor. And wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Arvind sir, for your message. Now I invite Dr. Om Prakash Singh, Honorable Editor of Indian Psychiatric Society, to share his message with our scholars.
First of all, my regard to our chief guest, Padma Shri Dr. Gangadhar ji, our President Vinay Kumar ji, our Secretary Dr. Arvind, and all the team of IToP, Dr. Kishore, Dr. Ajay, Dr. Henal, and Dr. Vinay. They are doing excellent work for so many years. And this is the 4th IToP scholarship. And as I always say that if teaching improves, service improves. So this is a laudable effort and they are continuing. My regards to them. And I will not take much time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, OP sir, for your message. Now I would invite Dr. Aleem Siddiqui, Honorable Treasurer of Indian Psychiatric Society, to share their message with our scholars.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me. My respect and regard to our respected senior professor, Dr. B.N. Gangadhar sir, our president, Dr. Vinay Kumar sir, all the members of IPS, the combined effort of the team, of the committees that are making this up. So actually, if you are helping the teachers, you are actually helping us in nurturing the future generations, because only the teachers will guide the next generation. So what you are doing today is going to come out a few years later in form of better teacher, better students, and better psychiatry. So thank you, sir, thank you, sir and madams, for your service to psychiatry. And over to you, back to you again.
Thank you, Aleem sir, for your message. And now it's the turn of the scholars to introduce themselves. So now I invite Dr. Adnan to introduce himself to the House.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm Dr. Adnan Kadyani. I'm an assistant professor at Nair Hospital, Mumbai. I work, of course, with Dr. Hinal, ma'am. It's been around 6 sessions of this IToPS training, and I have already changed a lot as a teacher. So it's incredible, and I'm very thankful for this opportunity. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Adnan. I invite Dr. Daisy to introduce herself.
Good evening, everyone. It's been a pleasure to meet you all here. I'm Dr. Daisy Rure. I am assistant professor in Arabinda Medical College, Jain, Madhya Pradesh. And I did my undergraduation and post-graduation from Riva, Shamsha Medical College, Riva. And I completed my DNB also in last year, this year only, in 2023. And it has been a great opportunity to excuse me, to learn from everyone, and I'm happy to be part of this unit. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Daisy. I would invite Dr. Prashant to introduce himself.
Good evening, all the respected faculty members. It is my pleasure to be a part of this program. Thank you, Kishore sir, and all the faculty members for giving me this opportunity. I am Dr. Prashant Paravi, and I am working as an assistant professor in the Department of Psychiatry, MGM Medical College, Indore. I have done my MD from Shamsha Medical College, Riva, and I have done DNB also in year 2022. Again, I would like to thank all the respected faculty members for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Prashant. Now I would like to invite Dr. Varun to introduce himself to the House.
Respected sir, ma'am, good evening, everyone. I am Dr. Varun Mehta, and I'm Associate Professor of Psychiatry at Central Institute of Psychiatry, Rathi. And once again, I thank you for making me part of this program. Really feel privileged. Thank you.
Thank you, all the scholars, for this quick introduction. I would like to invite Dr. Vinay HR, who is Associate Professor of Psychiatry at AIIMS Institute of Medical Sciences, Mandya. So I invite you to give vote of thanks to the House.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Jyotsna. So here we come to the end of a short and sweet program of IToP STEPS Induction, wherein we met scholars for this 2023 and 24. So are from Mumbai, Indore, Uttar Pradesh, and Ranchi. So I take this opportunity to thank Dr. B.N. Gangadhar sir, who is officiating chairman of NMC, who accepted our invitation and could be part of this, who is an inspiration for all of us. And today he could take time out to bless all the new scholars. Thank you very much, sir. I take this opportunity to thank our dynamic president of Indian Psychiatric Society, Dr. Vinay Kumar sir, who has been a guiding force for us for all these activities. So could be part of it and gave opening remarks. Thank you, sir. I also take this opportunity to thank Dr. Arabinda Brahma sir, so honorary secretary of IPS. And I take this opportunity to thank other office bearers, Dr. Prakash Singh sir, who is our editor, IPS, Dr. Aleem Siddiqui sir, treasurer, IPS, and Dr. Laxmikanth Rathi, who is in his absence, who is a president-elect. So, and also all the faculty, Dr. T.S.S. Rao sir, so, and all the other faculty of IToP STEPS, Dr. Vikas, Dr. Henel madam, so, and also all the scholars who got selected for this year. Congratulations for all of you, and all the other faculty who could be part of this induction program. Thank you one and all, and wish you all the best for the scholars. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So I would request if any peer faculty wants to share their message or congratulate our scholars.
Maybe I can just I take this opportunity, to really every IToP season is very exciting, and each time we go through a season of IToPs, I think we make changes to subsequent seasons based on the feedback that is received, and this program has continuously evolving. So that is also one of the strengths, as I see, of this program. That we are not set in stone, but we are actually trying to evolve and adapt as we see new challenges and as we get feedback from the participants. So
I look forward to another interactive season with all the participants, and my personal congratulations and on behalf of the group to all the scholars for this season. Thank you so much, Dr.
Thank you, sir.
Jyotsna.
Thank you, sir.
We would end our session. Thank you, all the dignitaries, ITS office bearers, IToPS forum peer faculties, and dear scholars for joining us on the induction program of the online IToP STEPS session. Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you all.
Everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.